Hello guys, I am excited. I just got in from my first night back of running our entertainment company and being with our dancers, and I walked in the door and this beauty was in here. This is the Candy Skies from Laura Lee. So you may have heard me say before that Laura Lee was not really my favorite YouTuber back in the day, but recently I've been watching her growth and the differences that she's just made in her life ever since raising her niece, and I've really been a big fan. And then I bought her mystery bundle before and got this nudie palette and fell in love. This is easily one of my favorite palettes. And then also got the Glaze and Bronzed kit, which is one of her exactly what it sounds like, bronzer and highlights and of every skin tone, amazing as well. So I was excited when I saw, as you guys know I do colors, I was excited when I saw the Candy Skies palette. So we're going to open this up live. This is her collab that she did with her niece, and I think that is absolutely adorable. I know that her husband and Eryn hand do everything, so this was likely packaged by them. So this is the front of it, guys. Beautiful, beautiful packaging. Very up my alley. I love colors, as you guys know. It says Laura Lee and Eryn Weaver, which is her niece that she adopted in, and I love that. And we're going to get into it. If only I could get my nails into it and open her up properly, because I hate running a box. Okay. I'm actually the person that like keeps boxes. Guys, I just opened it. It's beautiful. What? Guys, would you look at this? Look at these beautiful colors. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pause, I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm going to come right back, and we're going to do a fun look. I'm so excited about this palette. I love her formula, and I just like Manny MUA, her best friend, and I just am so excited because I know what this is going to feel like. So I'm going to get an idea, I'm going to prime my eyes, and I will be right back with you guys. Thanks, guys. Alright, guys, so as you can see, I did some under eye concealer around my eyes as well, and then I just put some bronzer and blush on. So I'm going to use my rougher brushes. So this is the rougher 15. I'm going to use it in the color switch to make sure there's nothing on it. And what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to set with what's called Peach Ring right here. I'm just going to set all around the eyes. I'm going to just make sure that that little crease is as gone as it can be. And like I said, I'm just going to kind of use this as a base for the rest of the colors to come. I don't know if it's true, but I heard once before that if you use the formula that's in the palette, it makes it easier for the rest of the colors to go on. So technically I could use a tan or a neutral of some sort, but this is the color that I feel like is most skin-like, and it will end up going with the look. I'm just kind of blowing it out, not making it perfect at all, just to make, like I said, a base. So I have had a wild night back at work. I really don't want to talk about it because a lot of it is like some people's business, but the long and short of what I guess I could say is I hired a dancer who I thought was amazing, absolutely amazing, extremely talented, and unfortunately it just didn't pan out. And the dancer's an amazing dancer. It's not what I have anything to complain about. It was just kind of the work ethic and the way that things were done. So I've had a stressful night, and when I came home and saw this, I was just excited to come play in some makeup, quite honestly. I think that Laura Lee is extremely talented, and I really just love the person that she has become, and I'm excited for her to have, although I love all her nude palettes, something a little bit more colorful. So what I think I'm going to do, guys, is I think that I'm going to go in with this purple all over the eyes. So this light purple, I'm now going to like get rid of that. Actually, it lies. What I'm going to do is going to Sugar Mama right here. and I'm going to make sure I build it up here and here. Just by kind of bouncing the, they call it stippling, right? Let me get a little bit professional. I'm going to stipple this color all around here and kind of use it as a base to what I'm getting into. So that was again the color Sugar Mama. So I'm going to do the same with this eye and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so what I did was stipple and then I just kind of blew out the edges here in a round circular motion up to the brow. So I'm now going to go into my inside. I'm going to go into eBug. So I'm going to get my rougher, where's my 21? I'm going to get my rougher 21 right here, which is this color eBug, and I'm going to place that just very, like on the very inside. So I'm going to dip into this and then go ahead and place it over top. You could definitely cut your crease and carve this out with concealer, but this look is going to work because it's all kind of going to blend. So I'm going to actually allow it to be right now. So you're just going to pack it in, and that's the best thing I could say is pack it in right here, guys, into the inside. Alright, and then I'm going to grab a brush that is great for picking up these glittered colors, and I'm going to go into this mixed berry right here. As you guys can see, it's that dark shimmery purple, probably one of the darkest that's in the palette here. And I'm going to dab a brush. This is a, I never know how to say this, so I'm just going to show you guys right here. I'm going to dab this brush into here, and I'm just going to do the outside. Oh my pigment. Holy crap. Alright, Larly. I'm just going to put this on the outside, guys. Kind of blend it towards the middle. Wow. Alrighty then. Wow. I'm so excited. Okay, by the way, I forgot to say this because I realized it when I was on my break filling in this eye. This smells just like cotton candy. Like, it smells amazing. Every time I get a whiff of it, it just kind of like makes me giddy. So I'm gonna then use my color switch, which looks like this, ladies. You could use a, like, it's like a hair donut or something like that. Or even if you get BoxyCharm, when they pack it with like the, I don't know, the like spongy style stuff. I've had a few drinks, so let me just, if I'm not making all the way sense, I wouldn't say I'm drunk at all, but I've had 2 drinks, and for me, that's a lot. So, the spongy material that they put in the BoxyCharm, I feel like that's also perfect. You just cut it out and, like, you know, swish it around and then, you know, throw that out, so at least you're using it again, you know? Alright, and then next I'm going to go into, the macarons, right? And I'm going to do the same thing, so I'm just going to bounce it into here, and then bounce it right to the center of the eye, mixing the light purple over here, the shimmered purple, and now I'm going to mix it over top, blending it off to the edges of the light purple, and off to the edges of the dark purple. So it's going to go from light purple, so let's shift here of, it's actually kind of like a duo chrome where it looks like bluish, and then as you move it looks super purple. Not exactly a duochrome, but kind of. So I'm going to mix 2, and that's why it said the pink really didn't matter all that much. So now I'm going to do the other side, and I will be right back with you to talk about everything else. Alright guys, so as you'll see, I took the same colors and did the same type of look over here on this side. So I'm going back and forth between figuring out if I should do my bottom in pistachio or in blue raspberry, and I think I'm just going to go for an all-around blue raspberry look. This is a little bit brighter, and I want to see what these lovely blues have to offer. So again, I'm going to go with a rougher, it's a rougher 21, and I'm going to actually go into blue raspberry, and then I'm going to drop my palette. And then I'm gonna take this bottom line here and drag it across. Wow. You will not be upset in any way with this pigment of this palette. Not like all of her palettes are like this, but like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, her mattes are so like powdery soft in a good way, not in a powdery way where it like just dusts away, but like you can tell it packs on very well. And then these shimmers are so pigmented, and a little goes such a long way. I absolutely love this palette. I love all things Laura Lee. I wish she had more palettes. I know she had released like Catch Pajamas and like other things that she now doesn't sell anymore, or at least I haven't seen on her site, and is likely very sold out of these things. But I think also she's gotten rid of a lot of products. I want all of them. I'm a big like Jeffree Star fan, not necessarily the person, although I hope that, you know, he's doing well mentally. I am a big fan of like his makeup. And then I started to try like Lunar Beauty, which is Laura Lee's bestie, Manny MUA, and his stuff is insanely amazing as well. Like, why are we spending all these money with companies like L'Oreal or this or that, which are great companies, don't get me wrong, but like when you have influencers that are just like us and creating insanely amazing products and just like not getting the attention that it deserves. So between Laura Lee, Manny MUA, even Jeffree Star, like these products are good. And Nomad Cosmetics, which is a huge fave of mine, and I'm hoping to work with them with something special in the upcoming months. So send me some good energy there. I block all negative energy out. Send me some good energy there. So yeah, I went in and used Blue Raspberry, and now we have that underline look. There's actually a white in this as well called Marshmallow. So I want to take a small brush so this is a Jeffree Star brush. It's like the JS13, like this. I'm going to make sure it went to the color switch. I'm going to take the color Marshmallow, which is an all white right here, and I'm going to use it, if possible, to just brighten up this inside and see what it does. Okay, so I see a difference, but I don't see that much of a difference. Let me try a different brush so we can be sure. Alright, so I feel like this one might work. This is a Rougher 21. It's just like a very blunt brush like this. I feel like it'll pack it up well because of the way that the brush, sorry, 80-day. I mean, I see the brightening, but nothing compared to like what I think it should be. Let's see if I can mix like this with the white and use it to blend out some edges. Yeah, I could see that. So it's good for that if you guys want to make any colors a little bit later or just diffuse any colors at all. I feel like the white's really good for that. I'm not exactly sure if it will brighten like I hoped it would. It's working over here definitely to lighten this up. So let me see now that I've kind of broken into color if that'll work. I tried, guys. Alright, so that's the one color. The only thing I can say about that palette is the white. Maybe isn't so necessary. It would have been cool to see just maybe a yellow, or I don't know if that would have worked. Maybe like a, I don't know, like a shimmery yellow. That might have worked, like a light yellow. Who knows? Not my palette. But, okay, everything else in this palette is absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off my eyes, like my mascara and such, come back to you guys with a full look, and talk to you about everything. So we have to talk. No, only me. I don't know if you guys can see how much mascara that I've messed up, but it's quite a bit. I'm going to use this, guys. So if you have not seen me do this before, this is not dirty. Like, it's like not coming off on my hands. It just is staying this way at this point. But you could get anything like this. They buy them really cheap by like the 100 if you want. But at the beauty store, I'm sorry about that. But it's just a spoolie that you would use for your brows, or your lashes. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it once it's completely dry. Don't try doing this like right when you mess up your mascara, but you're going to take it and you're going to go into the place and you're just going to like that. So it really just brushed it away. I definitely have to blend that oh no, that might not have been dry enough. Um, but typically, I mean, obviously you can go about it a lot easier at this point now that it's, you just, not painful. You just really like brush it away. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm having such a hard time with this one. You're like, yeah, Jess, this works wonderfully. Good job. But yeah, it actually typically does work. Now I've smeared the blue and it kind of looks a little bit wonky. So I'm just going to go in with this, which is the concealer that I use for my eye base, and clean up. But honestly, usually, if you don't screw up, this usually brushes it right off. You have to wait until it's completely dry though, or it will just smear it. So one last thing I wanted to do before I put this palette away is give you guys a swatch. So I'm just going to go, if you give me a second, in order. I'm going to go, my hands are clean, marshmallow, macaron, pink strawberry, peach ring, and sunset. So here's how it looks on here. And then I'm just going to go in a row. So that's the white. I don't know if you guys can even really see that. That's beautiful. Okay. Look at that. Wow. These sparkles are absolutely fire. They're insane. I'm just wiping off my, I use this just to clean off my hands with some micellar water. And then I'm going to wait till they're dry. We're going to go into mint chip at the thumb, sky blue, mixed berry, e-bug, and sugar mama. Yes, colors. So my favorite colors. Okay, so I'm not sure if it's the micellar water I use because it does have oil on it, but it really sticks to my finger. Not so much. Wow. Okay, so I don't, it could be my skin, it could be that I'm dry, it could be that I'm using micellar water, but these shimmers are fantastic. Some of the mattes are not swatching great, but as we all know, like matte, that doesn't, I'm sorry, not matte, that doesn't tell the story. When I say I use these, and these are absolutely beautiful, like the rest of her stuff, like, I wholeheartedly mean that. These have been beautiful. I have no complaints whatsoever about the mattes. Alright guys, so this is going to be roasted caramel, cloudy, pistachio, and blue raspberry. That beautiful blue under my eyes. So this is going to be a roasted caramel. Okay, that came out better. This is cloudy. This is the duochrome, I believe. Pistachio and blue raspberry. Wow, beautiful. So I don't know if you can see, but this right here looks like a brown at times, looks like a gray at times, it looks like a pretty green at times. So that is the duochrome. I have to say this palette to me is a 10 out of 10. The pricing is not bad. You get decent size pans. The pigments are beautiful. The shimmers are even more beautiful. And you support Laura Lee, who has really come a long way. And the reason I think I love her so much is because there's something to be said about a woman or man that works on themselves, especially women, though. I just want to say this, and comes back and is about inspiring other women. And the models she chooses are of all different sizes. She tries to normalize things like talking about we have arm hair under here, like talking about women, things that, you know, people believe are so taboo. And I support her and the woman that she's become and the positivity that she's trying to radiate outward from inward. So I love this palette so much. It is a beautiful palette. I highly recommend it. I could see it becoming a very used palette of mine. My other favorite palette is her regular Nudie Patootie. I'm trying to get my hands on the Nudie too as well. It's just money-wise right now. I have to concentrate on other things that I really do want to get this over that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys can check out her palettes. And yeah, I think you're gonna like it. Let me know if you got it, how you feel about it, and you know, what looks you guys came up with, what colors did you guys use all together. So thank you so much for your time and spending it with me. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Unpack all your emotions, don't forget, throughout the day, and know that I'm sending you all light and love, guys.